So, hello. Yeah, today I will go through my modeling, not modeling, but my texture process and a bit of modeling. So I have prepared this outdoor furniture thingy, this table. I will now just do quickly my low poly process. So I started with a high poly modeling out of planes basically. So yeah, this is going to be pretty low poly. So yeah, I start out with the box. First center this thingy here, more or less, so it's pretty much in the center. That was the wrong. Yeah, I will just basically show you how I work. So I prepare everything with first such a primitive mesh with planes and with shell modifiers, so and with a turbo smooth in the end. So let's prepare that, make a copy. That's my table low poly, and just delete the turbo smooth and then start to delete the symmetry and go and isolate the selection. I see the rest of it. Yeah, starting on my hardened edge things here, starting deleting these hardened edges for the subdivisions. The turbo smooth, it's like basic hard surface modeling technique. Yeah, I go pretty quick through this and prepare everything so that it's okay. Only the top thingy is left, so there are some middle parts to get nicer results out of it, but we don't need this. Let's go into the shell modifier, just delete the second segment, and we have our first mesh. Let's collapse that. Go into edit table and polygon, and delete the upside planes and the lower ones. And let's start unwrapping it. Basically, when I unwrap, I start with a plane so that everything gets in one UV set. Whoa, that was wrong. Sorry. Yeah, let's keep this on one screen. It's small. I like to work in the viewport when I UVing most of the time to set the seams. So this will be more mapped. This is hard edged everything, so this is why I go and cut everything in one, except these middle parts, because you won't see any pixel errors there. Maybe you can see them, but not from a distance like that. I don't think. If I'm wrong, it's okay. Yeah, right. Just here in the top thing, I basically cut every edge because it's all hard edge. So break it, and that's everything is one thing. Tools, relax it by face angles. So it gets pretty messy at this point as I just pack the UVs. Okay, you see these are straight, relatively straight. Later I will put on a yeah, a wooden structure that runs from left to the right. The structure, or I have basically had it used before for my bench. So yeah, just arrange it a bit. I like it to have it more organized here. Maybe I can cut these in two parts, and then we get a nicer wood structure of it. Okay, so we get the main part, put it like that, so that we get the same direction out of it. Wait, I do not cut it here. Let's break that. Okay, that's straight again. Okay, keep that here. We won't have any overlappings because we make a unique texture with some destruction stuff. Yeah, let's try to save as much space as possible. I won't go too much in detail, but I don't like it if it's too messy in the UV and too much wasted space. Yeah, let's bump that up. Okay, yeah, I will just later, because I will add the table also to it, but now they are a bit more arranged. Let's go out of the isolation and let's select these two guys here. I think I have a bit more. I should have done it in one smoothing group, in one group. Let's check it. Let's make a group out of it. Okay, hide it. Let's hide everything which I selected. Okay, I want to have this middle part here and these two things. Okay. Wait, I've just the low poly. Where's the low poly? To have low poly, here it is. Unhide it. Okay. There it is, the first one. Let's start with the table. As I said, it's pretty low poly, so I will do one plane. Let's copy the shell modifier and paste it in onto the plane. So then we have the exact same thickness. Okay, just pivot only. Just drag it to the, snap it to one lower thing, and then we just put it over there. And then we have, you see, we have it just perfectly arranged. Let's go to the angle and just delete the yeah. Okay. Let's put this wall all here into this one. Hide the second one totally, and then we have a better. Okay, now we can just isolate selections and go out of the isolate. So let's put this to 0, and you see we have a bit of offset here. Okay, this is my tabletop. Top low poly. Yeah, we will merge this all together in the end. let's collapse that. And I just simply drag these outer faces and put them to the edge with a snap mode. I have perfect size table. Yeah. Again, unwrap UV modifier. Just select all edges, break all edges, tools, relax, 5 face angle. What? Okay, let's do it again. Just break it, start relaxing it. Tools, pack UV. Okay. No, you do. What? I take all edges and I break all edges, and he's not doing it. Maybe it's because I generated it out of a plane, so that he gets confused with the UV. Okay, let's do collapse it all. He didn't recognize that that's not anymore plane. Untitled mesh, untitled polygon. Okay, let's try my other approach to set a planer. A plane from the top. Just break every edge. Oh, sorry. And then, yeah, we get, hopefully we get it now. Face angles again. Yeah, that looks much better. Tools, pack UV, and I packed it again. Okay, now we have these two things here. Maybe we leave it like that. That's because it's on the top of the table, and this one to the side. So maybe we get some nice, some better readable structure with structure, so that it walks over the edges just a bit. Okay, just keep it close. Okay, second UV is done. Okay, now these two things, these two guys here, we call low poly. We just merge it in the end. Okay, just get it. Just delete the turbo smooth, and go into the plane mode, and again delete all edges we don't need. Same with this guy here. Okay, this middle edge here also deleted. Then just collapse, edit highpoly, and we want to attach this one here. Okay, isolate selection. Okay, that looks good. Now you see we have two sides. We just delete one. We don't need it because we will mirror it anyways. Let's go unwrap UV, open UV editor. Again, because we made it out of planes, maybe he gets confused. Let's start it this way. We can select all edges, break the edges, faces, tools, relax. Okay, we have one special case. Okay, you don't look that nice here. We have one special case. You see we have one cutted edge over there. Maybe we can go with with one smoothing group here over the edge. Sorry, wrong shortcut. Over the edge, so that I cannot select it anymore. That we can simply modify the normal so that we get a smooth edge over here. Okay. So yeah. Okay. You also why you just turned? That's kind of strange. Let's do it again. Every time. The wrong shortcut. It's a lot of micromanagement here. Okay, the rest looks fine to me. Let's look to the edges here. You see here we have these edges. Let's stick them together. Stitch selected, so we have the first one to the other, and then again just the stitch selected, so we have one straight line here, and that's basically it. Now we have unwrapped all features. Now we combine them and pack them, and just rotate the edges here that they all fit. Let's see, you were the bottom one here. Okay, let's collapse this guy. And isolation. Okay, we have the table here. Let's go with let's try to hide the hypolies. Hide selection, just hide selection, and hide this selection. Okay. Okay, and you hide selection. Okay. So you see, we have one mirrored thing here. Let's let's basically rotate this guy here. It doesn't matter because he's totally in the same place. Where is he? Let's check it if we find the right one. Yeah, it looks exactly the same. Okay. Now you see we have these guys here. Let's attach all together. Now they're all in the table low poly. Adjust the UV so that everything looks fine and have the same proportions. Face, just tools, pack UV. Because we already rotated them, we just do not rotate the clusters. But everything is perfect arranged. We still have these ones here, these guys. Just rotate them that they all follow, these guys also to follow the direction. Let's try to pack it again. Okay, no, that's really not looking that nice. Let's trying to optimize it a bit. First, put the bigger ones somewhere, so we can just we usually look. Okay, I have two quads left there on the top. Let's try to get these things working. Okay. Put these here. These are the connection guys from the table. Are they? No, they aren't. And here these guys are all more or less the same length. Okay. So I need a bit more space here. Okay, maybe I can try to rotate it a bit so that I get it. Later I can rotate these guys now because I later have the ability to change the rotation, the angle of the texture in Substance Designer I use. So we'll come to that later. First I adjust here the UV so that I do not waste too much space. I'm sorry that this takes a bit of time, really, but it's really useful to have a really clean and nice looking UV, even for portfolio pieces or stuff like that. Okay, I think we can say now 3. Okay, 3 to 3. Let's try that. Maybe we got it on 3 to 3. This guy is wrong rotated. Okay. Oh no, I just clicked somewhere. Okay, yeah. Basically, this is the most time-consuming part. You can easily skip this by some auto UVing tools if you do not want to have it that clean and organized and stuff. But yeah, I recommend to really have a clean UV. So maybe saves time in the end if you have to do certain things with it, with your mesh. Okay, now we're here on the edge, so we have to expand it to 2 by 2. Okay, let's put these guys together, scale it up so that we have 2 by 2. Maybe I can just organize it just a bit more. No, it's okay like that. Let's put these together. Yeah, not that have to be that clean, because we have a lot of space left. And we can scale it up so that these parts get a bit more detailed and not that blurry, because they're pretty small and pretty detailed. But yeah, that's the table. Now let's start. We have this mirroring here. Let's detach these guys. We simply make a symmetry to this several mesh part, and we forgot one. I'm sorry. This one is also mirrored. Okay. Let's go ahead and attach this one and set a symmetry modifier to it. So let's flip it, collapse it, and just attach it. So now to not having these overlapping issues. Some baking tools have getting some baking issues there, so we only select this one. Let's turn off ignore back faces, and then we just simply offset these things with this small thing here to 1, so we get it out of the main UV space most bake applications use. Yeah, our low poly is basically done. Let's export it. Okay, let's go to OBJ. That's my wooden table. Okay, that's the low poly. Hide the table and unhide the high poly. This is our wooden table 01 high poly. Okay, let's dig into Substance Designer. Start file, new file. We go with OpenGL. It doesn't matter. We can flip it afterwards. Here, I think we just use this high quality thing. Select one. That's our low poly table. Open it up, and we just go to 124. Okay, there's our table. Not much to do. Let's start adding some things. We basically have a wood texture here. The wood board thing. Let's put it on. It's basically the scaling is a bit off. You see. And let's first bake textures. Just add a high poly mesh. We use the table, open it up, bake textures. So you'll already see we get some more depth to it. Here you see that the scaling is wrong, the direction is wrong. We will fix this in a minute. Okay, now the scaling looks pretty good. Alright, just maybe a bit blurry. I don't know, it's the problem is we get here some overlappings. I don't know how to fix this now. On Substance Designer I would do it with a Directional Warp. I don't know if it's possible on Substance Painter. Okay, yeah, that's a bit of cheating because I just simply put it on this done texture. But now we take care of this once here because it's on the wrong direction, kind of, and this one too. Let's go and duplicate this one, copy layer, and we just want to paste the layer. Okay, and we rotate the UV by 90 degrees. But first hide this one because the heights get overlaid. Yeah, so let's start and rotate the first one. These ones have to be straight then. Okay, let's start and add a black mask. Go into the UV view. We check what UVs we want to see. There's the UV selection tool, and we just simply drag these two guys here. All this on the top. Okay, and you see we have this one's here. They are just having the wrong direction of these down here. Let's go and rotate these. Let's go and do the second texture here and add also a black mask. Just make it visible. And now here we just put these guys here. And now we have some more of this feature we want to have. There's still this one that's annoying me, but you won't see that. You see it from this distance here. And there it is. No, it's bad, but I don't want to waste too much time to it. Let's go and add some new layer. Let's go ahead, and this is our color layer. I want to pick some color out of my reference image. I'll just go to Google. Champatch. Okay. Let's go to maps. Yeah, I already know where it is. It's ski bowling. Let's go into that. Check that out. Okay, so let's pick the color we want to have. Yeah, basically, let's pick this one. Okay, here, this is a good color. Yeah, you see it's pretty shiny and stuff, and that's because I used here the height, roughness, and the metalness. You see it's kind of looking wrong. Let's start to check out better layer style, so that we still have a bit of color and brighter colors, but still have the wood information, so that do not look that old. Still old, but yeah. Let's add a new layer, and this is our color. This one is our just destruction. Let's add again a fill layer so that we get a color fill. Got some bright brownish color. Let's pick it out of my image here. That's still too bright. I want to have a bit more yellowish here. We want to have a negative height, so you don't see it because it's applied to the whole image with one straight amount, so it's getting lower or higher completely. And then add just giving a bit of roughness, smoothness here. We do not need metal. And let's add a black mask, and we want to have a generator. And we have a lot of generators, but we're looking for some edge damage here. I think that's the right one here. Yeah, that looks fine. So now we have some huge edge damage. That's too much. Let's add a paint layer. This one we set to multiply. Now we can remove some kind of the edges here. Let's say are pretty bright and pretty heavy. We don't like that. Let's start and remove some edges here. Go into the 3D view. Remove some edges here. Where you do not need them. What? Okay, just black. Making some nice noise. Okay, here in the middle of it, for example, we do not have that much edge destruction here. That's way too much. Let's bring that down. We have maybe a bit because someone built that table, and maybe he just destroyed a bit of the edges on the inside. Although it's just quite too heavy. Over here on the edges also. And there we usually do not have it. We cannot paint on it because it's the mirrored one. Yeah, basically I have a bamboo pan and I cannot scale it then. It's a bit annoying, but yeah. Need to buy fully intus. There we have a bit of it, and here in the middle, yeah, we get here in the middle, we get in the middle side on the top a bit of destruction because maybe you put someone put their feet on it and just yeah, that's basically. And here on the lower side we also got some edge destruction, again the wrong one, but only on the lower part. Here in the upper part we do not have any edge damage. Yeah, maybe because of the builders. And there no one puts his feet. His feet's there. Damn, that's kind of annoying. Here on the inside, we also do not have the edge damage. It makes no sense to have damaged edges there. On the lower side here, we have a bit of edge damage because the table stands there on the ground, right? So that's pretty important if you texture something, that you have at least a bit of realistic behaviors. Here the lower part also do not have the edge damage. Maybe this one a bit. The inside also. On the lower part here have also edge damage. It's also not right. We could have mirrored the top and the bottom, but I want to have a bit of a dark side, or different kind of texture on the lower side. You won't see it anyways, but you can do it. Maybe someone turn around the table, and then you will see it. There's too much destruction everywhere. Okay. Let's start and add some destruction by hand. That's still too much destruction over here. The lower part do not get any. Okay. Let's add another paint layer to my destruction layer, and we call that here, paint layer again. And this is our additive layer, because now we want to add color to it. Maybe we want to just reduce increase the size, reduce the flow. We do not paint every so harsh destruction here, but as you see, oh, that is quite too hard. Let's make the flow a bit lower. Okay, so when you're eating on the table, someone places here their stuff, grab it there, and then you sit on the table and put your stuff here. Not so much to the edges, but there you eat on these places here. And you also put your feet here on the upper side, the destructed of the wooden thing, also here. And then it's just, and then you can go over to the edge here and just maybe reduce a bit more of it. So you can simply play around with the values, with the kind of destruction you want to have. That's a good thing in Substance Painter. You can really work with this tools like a bit like in real life. That's only this one. It's symmetrical, so I don't see that. What is the right side? So again, I think that's the flow is so hard if you add, but if you want to reduce, it's not that intense. So okay, let's just here you walk around, just stitching or just coming to the edges here. If you're walking on that side, so okay, that's but it's pretty clean. Why is it still there? I thought I just overpainted it. Let's remove that kind of stuff here. That's not looking good. Okay. There's still destruction. Okay, I think we're good to go. So, okay, that's the destruction layer. Let's add another layer for dirt. Because most of the time, a table like that, staying on the outside, is pretty often a bit dirty. Autofill, again, the same procedure, giving it a bit more dirty color, and want to have maybe a bit greenish tint. Keep it pretty dark. Okay, and this is just a multiply layer. Okay, yeah, it's again pretty glossy because he's always doing this thing, but we want to have the dirt pretty rough, and the height a bit on top of it, so we add a bit of it. No metalness. So again, add a black mask, add a generator, and then just look if we have some dirt here. Yeah, here's the dirt. Let's put this on. Okay, yeah. Yeah, now you see we get some dirt here and there. It's a bit too intense and for me, but it gives a bit of depth. So, and then we add a paint layer, set it to additive, because we don't want to delete the dirt. It's pretty okay. And then this alpha here, angle to this full size. Okay, we can just start adding dirt. So here's a bit, maybe on there. So we're getting a lot of dirt here on this. Maybe put the feet on there, as I said. Here. It's a bit too dark. Maybe I need to give it a different color. Yeah, it's quite dark. I'll change the color. Let's giving a bit more light here and a bit more saturation. So it's that's too bright. Let's play with the values. Okay, yeah. I think that's quite okay. Maybe just reduce the opacity. Yeah, so we're done. That's our table. And you can add just details to it, but for my case, it's more than enough, I think. So let's check the time. Right. Yeah, just 45 minutes to building a table and texture it. Yeah, maybe we can go through the export process. That's also a nice feature of Substance Painter. Just export textures. You can set configurations you want to have. And also you can set if you make can set that what type of normal you want to have. You can, this way I mentioned that it's not important what type of normal you use, because he converts that for you if you just make a mistake or something. It's better to directly start on for the engine with the right render API, but it doesn't matter in the end. Yeah, export, just use your preset and document size. You can always getting higher or lower. He automatically calculates it, recalculates it with the right size. And yeah, that was basically it. Thanks for watching. I hope I find the time to stream more often. And yeah, wish you good night. See you next time.